Hello folks, welcome to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to hit subscribe and like, and do press the bell icon to get latest update on my channel. Do follow me on my LinkedIn account for some professional stuff over there. For the content related to my video tutorials and video discussions and demonstrations, you can find me on my GitHub account Shahidiyar Business. And in today's session we are going to discuss context persistence, and I will be demonstrating environment variable and immutable in today's session, and we will be having the complete demonstration readily available on our GitHub account in SOAV, handle collection SOAV, environment state, and handle collection UTP SOAV unit test EV. So you can easily download the code from here and just get started. So let's get back to our today's topic of discussion. It's context persistence. Context persistence is in the form of context situation, and in the context persistence we keep a value in a way that it is being reused anytime, anywhere the circumstances that form the settings or the statements, and in terms of which it can be fully understood or the process can be reiterated. In today's session we will be discussing about GPS location based service. So in the context persistent, the last known information is kept over there, which is pretty much related to our discussion of topic. Another good instance of this context persistent is related to our chatbot, where the chat sync status is kept to get updated your user. We also have some backend services used for the bulk loaders, batch information, and cron jobs that is bound by the time frame. Another good situation that we handle is segregated services state management, that in the segregated services we have some receivers that receive the information or the message or some text or some kind of info that is being hosted on our services, and there is an execution process that executes that information and then processes the relevant information hosted on the product, and the product then sends that back the information to the user. Last but not the least, we have some sequence conduct in the applications that we have, like manipulation of postal mail sort mechanism, what is the last mail that we have sent or sorted, and round robin scheduling in the processor are also a good example of this context persistence, where the ample time is given to each process. For demonstration I will be creating a new project, and I will be using a unit test project, .NET Framework, C# for this project, and I will be naming it UTP CP, and the location I will be set for this project is my POC, and that's a good to go thing, and I will hit create. So the project template is ready, and I'm just quickly going to rename this unit test to my unit test EV environment variable, so that I will be demonstrating this context persistence in terms of environment variable that are being provided by the Windows. I will be adding a few references in my project to just get SOAV DLL from the handle collection, and that's pretty much it that we want to include in this project now. For some demonstration purpose, I am going to introduce immutable variable that will be my private read-only, and if it's a class then it will be another case that will be a sealed class. So being the variable, that's a read-only, and I will be calling it string variable, and I will be naming it evname, and I will be associating it with some value to be used in my code, and I will also be including another method that will be private string setter getter method to get the context value to be managed here. And so far so good. So for a quick overview, I have created some information that I will be doing at this code level. I will be reading first state, then I will be doing some conditional stuff, then I will creating the context, then I will be updating context, and then I will be finally reading the context. So I'm expecting that I will be keeping that context to my machine level, so I will be assigning the context, sorry for some spelling mistake, just I quickly fixed that part, and I will be calling environment state at this level from my SOAV. Yep, and that will be my fetch method that I will be using at first level, and I will be giving it EV name, and I will be trying to be simple at this point of time. Environment variable target, and that will be machine level. Yes, that's the thing I will need at this time. So let's quickly get to our conditional stuff things now, that how we are going to verify that if we have something that isn't empty returned from our context, and I will be just demonstrating this thing on my console. So I will be just writing a line on that, and I will be just giving some intuitive messages at this level. That will be my EV state. EV state value shall be there, and I will be just giving it context. Okay, that's going up for that. A little keyword stuff, I think I missed that part. That's my context. Yep, and that's it. So let's now create the context in a way that I'm just going to assign some value to my context, and I am just going to give it a quick message inside, so that might be a good demonstration of what we are going to have. Hello world to the environment variable. What we are actually trying to do is, and we are going to give it some date time at this point of time now, and I'll be converting the string, and the format is pretty much there. So I'm just putting that format in that, and next thing we are going to have some environment variable execution for this create item, and I'm going to create it now. At this point of time, I'll say create, and the parameters that are required is my surrogate. In this form, it's my context. I'm going to pass it on, and we have some EV name. That's my EV name, and last but not least, it's my environment variable that the target is going to be my machine. So that's the thing we are going to have it. So far so good, but we want to show something that it's being created successfully. So I'm going to write some console statement here. I will be just writing a line, and I will be just showing the statement that everything is perfectly fine with some intuitive message at this point of time, and that will be, yep, I will try to just make things in a better way. I will say that I have created EV state, sorry for the spelling mistake, and that's it for this time, this amount of time, and that error is gone. For some update stuff related to the context, I'm going to just quickly copy it and paste the information in my update region, and I will just name it state update here, and here also update it to make the thing simplest. So let's quickly display the context variable that we have created, and we are going to show it now that what we have to read EV state at this point of time, and we are just going for the environment state, and I will be fetching the information from that, and I will be passing EV name, and the environment variable location is machine. Yes, that's it. For some quick fix to my machine, I will be just making x64 CPU target platform here. So finally, if you want to remove the context from the environment variable, so we will be just removing it from our remove context way and I'll be just showing that how we are going to achieve that. I will say that remove context being demonstrated here, and we are going to have some environment variable from our environment state, and it will be remove ev remove, and that's my ev name that's required. And next thing that is required is the scope, that is my machine level. So let's quickly build this project and get things up and running. You can find environment variable from the system settings, and we can get things up and running from here. The environment variable that I have created can be found in this location. So I'm just running this project now, run the test, and let's see what happens now. At this point of time, I have got the success, and the remove context is basically removing the whole information from this part. So I'm just quickly running it again with some quick fix over there that I'm just not removing this information, and I will be just quickly building it again, and I will be testing it so that you can see the variable existence over there. So that's it. So we have found something. I'm just trying to find out my EV state, and that's my EV state residing out there. So that's it for today's session. So have happy coding out there with the context persistence variance, and the environment variable demonstration is here out there for you guys. Thank you. Bye bye.